Friends, I am Dr. Drghosh. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Ghosh Presents. Signs and symptoms and uses of Homeo-Remedy Actea Racemosa. Full name Actea Racemosa, Cimicifuga racemosa. In short, it is also called Actea Rac. Common name black cohosh. Source vegetable kingdom. What are therapeutic uses of Actea Racemosa? Abortion, breast affection, chest trouble, troubles in pregnancy, puerperal mania, menstrual disorder, headache, heart affection, rheumatism, etc. etc. What are the spheres of action of Actea Racemosa? Cerebrospinal nerves, especially on motor nerves, female reproductive system, vascular systems. Personality of the patient, hysterical. Hot or chilly, chilly patient. Diathesis, rheumatic and gouty. Now on the right side, please note what is historical personality. These are dramatic, attention-seeking, exhibitionistic, demonstrative individuals with shallow emotional relation to others. They are egocentric, selfish and demanding. This is a specimen of medicine, remedy available in the market. What are mental generals of Actea Racemosa? Puerperal mania. Puerperal mania, this term was previously there. This means that mania during the time of child birth. Thinks she is going crazy, tries to injure herself. Mania following disappearance of neuralgia before menses. Sensation as if heavy black clouds settled all over her so that darkness and confusion prevail. Desire to move from place to place, melancholic, agitated, nervous, fidgety, excitable. Least thing, if goes wrong way, makes her crazy. Gloomy forebodings of death, of insanity, of impending evil, suspicious. Won't take medicine, fears those in house will kill him. Indifferent, despondent, depressed, sits and mops in great sadness. When questioned, breaks into tear. Mental problems worse after rheumatism, better after diarrhea or menses. What are physical generals of Actea Racemosa? A great female remedy, mind is, Actea Racemosa is a predominantly female remedy for plump, delicate, sensitive, nervous, chilly and hysterical women complaining of aching pain in back, neck, here and there. Pains are irregular, violent, aching, shooting, shock-like, moving sidewise, upwards, actually in every direction. Hysterical and epileptic convulsion at the time of menses, alternating tonic and clonic spasms. Tonic and clonic spasms, let us explain this thing. Here, number one is tonic phase, spasms of tonic phase, spasms of clonic phase. Tonic spasms are rigid contraction of muscles lasting for a brief period. Tonic means rigid contraction for a brief period, say 20 seconds, 15 seconds, tonic, that is rigid contraction. Whereas clonic phase means clonic spasms are alternating involuntary contraction relaxation in quick succession. In this phase, clonic, this child is exhibiting involuntary contraction relaxation in a quick succession. That is, once contracted, then relaxed. Then again contraction, then again relax. Then again contraction, then again relax. That is clonic. Here it is just contraction. That's contraction. Next. Bad effects of anxiety, fright, disappointed love, overexertion, business failure, childbearing, dentition of children. Given before term, it cures sickness of pregnancy, renders labor easier, and prevents after pain. Perhaps you can understand why it is a lady's remedy. It helps a lady in 3 phases. During pregnancy, the sickness of pregnancy it can control. At the time of labor, it makes it easier so that labor, that is delivery of child, becomes easier, and prevent after pains. After pains means problems after delivery. That is, it is equally important in 3 stages. In every homeopathic hospital, in the ladies delivery section, this medicine is used bottles and bottles. If low patency, that is 2x, 3x, given to pregnant women 2 months before term who used to deliver still children before without any apparent cause are seen to deliver healthy babies. This is also available in syphilinum. But mind it, this is a very, very important symptom. Person used to deliver, ladies, that person and lady, still children, that is, they are delivering death child. So this is their habitual nature. Maybe 2 times, 3 times, 4 times he has done this thing. But this medicine, if given 2x, 3x potency, 2 months before term, this tendency is covered. But mind if the at the background syphilis is there, the reasons is syphilis, then syphilin will be required. This is much, syphilis also control this, but this is much more powerful medicine. And Actea Recemosa is a light remedy and acute remedy. General sick feeling with exhaustions. Many of the symptoms are dependent upon utero-ovarian irritation. General aggravation and amelioration of Actea Recemosa. Worse, from suppressed menses, during labor, at night, from alcohol, change of weather, heat and cold, puberty and climaxes, motion, damp cold air, draft. Better from warm wraps, open air, pressure, eating, continued motion, and grasping things. Head symptoms of Actea Recemosa. Wild, waving, shooting, throbbing sensation in head. After mental worry, overstudy, reflex uterine diseases. Better in open air. Head retracted backwards, as we see in meningitis. Brain feels too large, opening and shutting sensation in the brain. Vertex feels as if it would fly off. Worse, going upstairs. Headache of students. Feeling as if a nail driven from occiput to vertex up to the eye. Here, a few terms required little explanation. I've given this. Basically, vertex and occiput. What is vertex and occiput? Look at this figure. This figure. This is the face of the patient. This is the hairline. This is hairline. Now, if this is the face and this is hairline, then vertex or crown is this. This area is called vertex or crown. And occiput, mind this. This is a skull bone. This portion is called occiput or occipital bone. Eye symptoms of Actea Recemosa. Intense aching in eyeball, better from pressure, worse from slight motion. Eyes feels big, cannot tolerate artificial light, sees red flashes with dark border in front of eyes. Sensation as if needles were run into eyes, worse from closing eyes. Ciliary neuralgia. Mind this ciliary neuralgia, this term, ciliary neuralgia, is an old term. It is currently known as headache, clustered headache. Ciliary neuralgia is commonly known as clustered headache. This headache actually is centered in one eye or both eyes. Only eyeball and back of the eye is involved. There may be 2 types of attack, acute attack, chronic attack, but basically this is a headache, clustered headache. Ear symptom of Actea Recemosa. Cannot tolerate least noise, violent noises in ear with deafness. Violent noises in ear with deafness. Mind the term. Violent noises in ear with deafness. That is external sound. He is not listening. Or she is not listening. But internally there are violent noises. No one know. Outside, no one know that person is suffering from violent noises. Tinnitus. Tinnitus means various types of sound, tingling sound, hissing sound, various type of sound listened by the person himself. This is also in internal matter. These sounds we cannot feel that the person is listening to sign. He will say that yes, I am saying that is some small bell is ringing, that is some water splashing is there. That is internal sound within the ear, tinnitus. No symptoms of Actea racemosa. Sensitive to cold air. Every inhalation appears to bring cold air in contact with the brain. First symptoms of Actea race. Pale but hot. Pale but hot. Neuralgia affecting malar bone. Better in night, reappears next day. Forehead feels cold, wild, fearful expression. Usually, neuralgia, neuralgia is some neurogenic pain. This pain may be in various types, like cutting pain, throbbing pain, as if something will burst. There is various sensation. Again, it may be numb, soft, like tingling sensation may be there. What is malar bone? What is malar bone? Malar bone. This lady is showing the malar bone. This is the malar bone just beneath our eyes, both sides. Mouth symptoms of ectomy: cholera-like diarrhea of infants, nervous diarrhea, affections of brain from sudden stoppage of diarrhea, constipation of newborn. Note this: constipation in newborn. This type of medicine is very rare, where it is constipation of newborn may be controlled. Actea racemosa is such a thing. Sensation of a lump in liver area or navel, liver enlarged, hard and sore, piles ulcerated, hang down, bitter from heat, worse from walking, itching at anus during stool, hot putrid flutters. This is lump in the liver. Lump in the liver may be from various types. Mind it, Actea racemosa is an acute remedy. So, this lump means just simple hepatitis. Simple hepatitis, not other type of hepatitis that may lead into grave disease like cirrhosis or cancer. Not that will be not covered by Actea racemosa, but in the first phase it will cover when the just hepatitis has started. Neuralgia of spleen, intercostal area, jerking from groin to veins. Mind this, spleen. Spleen is a very rarely discussed viscera or organ in our body. Where it remains just behind our stomach, not behind exactly, slightly behind spleen. Now spleen function is really antibody coated bacteria filtering, reproducing of RBCs or rather reprocessing of RBCs and recycling of iron. There is a huge amount of iron stored in our body in RBCs, and RBCs are dying every 120 days after. So after dying of RBCs, the iron portion is preserved in our body. In that case, spleen helps a lot. Again, spleen actually fights against infection, and it is the source of two types of WBC, mainly B cells and T cells. Throat symptoms of Actea racemosa: thyroid aches before menses, burning sensation in throat. Stomach symptom of Actea racemosa: nausea of alcoholism of pregnancy in morning, distinctly felt in abdomen, worse from pressure in cervical region, spine in general. Cervical region, this portion is called cervical region of the spine. Groans, raves, vomits, green matter and presses head with both hands to get relief. Sinking feeling in epigastrium. Epigastrium is one of the 9 regions of abdomen. This is epigastrium.
just below the, in front of the stomach actually, or rather just below sternum end. These are 9 quadrants, you know, common 9 quadrants in the abdomen has been divided into 9 quadrants by medicines, medicinal, clinical medicine, to just to convey the portion. What is what? This is right hypochondrium, left hypochondrium, epigastrium, umbilical region. This is right lumbar, left lumbar. So left iliac region, hypogastric region, right iliac region. 9 quadrants. Sinking feeling in epigastrium while meeting friends, eructation with vomiting, nausea and headache, especially of women.
Abdomen symptoms of Actea racemosa: severe colic, better from bending double after passing tools. Bending double. Stool frequent, thin, dark, offensive. Morning diarrhea of children. Constipation and diarrhea alternate. Sharp pain across hypogastrium. Hypogastrium I have just described in the previous slide. One of the 9 regions of stomach. Urinary symptoms of Actea racemosa: nervous urination, urine with yellow sand at the bottom, profuse clear urine causes weakness. Female genital symptoms of Actea racemosa: menses irregular in time in amount, profuse, dark, coagulated, scanty with backache. The more the flow, the more the pain. Great weakness between menses. Ovarian neuralgia, pain goes upwards, downward along thighs, pain across pelvis, from ovary to ovary, menses suppressed from emotional trouble or cold. Hysteric or epileptic spasm during menses, uterine atony, liquiria with severe sensation in uterus, slow labor pains with nervous shivering, intolerable after pains, worse in groins, cardiac neuralgia in parturition, lochia suppressed by cold and emotions, mania, burning pain in breast. A lochia means the after delivery from genital path some discharge comes, that's called lochia. Respiratory symptoms of Actea racemosa: nervous cough, pleurodynia, tickling, short, dry cough, worse at night during speaking, sharp stitches in left chest, worse during motion. Now, pleurodynia. What is pleurodynia? It is a type of viral myalgia, that is viral muscle pain, defined by sudden occurrence of piercing chest pain or abdominal pain associated with fever, headache, and the actually some virus called Coxsackie virus or enterovirus is the culprit here. Next, heart symptoms: sharp stitches pain in left chest. What's done? Heart symptoms of Actea racemosa: sensation as if heart is sore, swollen, enlarged. Angina pectoris. What is angina pectoris? These are the symptoms. Pain spreads all over chest, back down left arm, which feels numb and powerless. Needle-like pain at heart. Heart action ceases suddenly, impending suffocation. Pulse weak, irregular, trembling, third, fourth beat missing. Angina is a precursor of heart attack. So if you find somebody who is suffering from angina, please ask him to consult a good cardiologist immediately after you give their primary treatment, because the cardiologists know how to prevent the person from heart attack. Heart attack is a very serious attack, very severe disease that comes generally after angina pectoris. So you must advise your patient to consult a cardiologist. That will be better, and your reliability will increase if you say so. Neck and back symptoms of Actea racemosa: stiff and contracted neck and back, pain in the angle of left scapula, spine, mainly cervical and upper dorsal, very sensitive, worse from pressure causing nausea and retching, heavy pulsating lumbar pain radiating through hips down the thigh. See, this is the cervical. This portion is called cervical portion. 7, top 7 vertebra cervical, then 12 thoracic, and this thoracic actually called dorsal. Then comes lumbar, sacrum, coccyx. Exhibited symptoms of Actea racemosa: hands tremble while writing, cramps in limbs, in calves, numbness in limbs, tendo Achilles stiff, contracted, uneasy and restless feeling, in the limbs, constant motion of left arm, chorea, that is spasmodic constant motion of left arm, trembling legs, can scarcely walk, itching of soul, cold sweat on hands and feet, mental symptoms and rheumatism alternate. Sleep symptoms of Actea racemosa: sleeplessness, yawning repeatedly, sleep with arms overhead, comatose as if drunk. Related medicines: Bacteria, Colophyllum, Gelsemium, Ignatia. Now, tendo Achilles. What is tendo Achilles? This is seen here, tendo Achilles. These are calf muscles, you know, calf muscles. The calf muscles are attached with tendon, are attached to the heel bone with the help of two tendons. This tendon is called tendo Achilles. Actually, this is historical name. Achilles, you know, Achilles is a Greek hero. He was killed by Prince of Troy, Paris. Paris actually threw in an arrow, and that arrow injured one of the tendons so severely that finally the great hero succumbed to death. From that time, that tendon was called tendo Achilles. With this, the video ends. If any difficulty is faced, please write the comment section. I will certainly reply.